What's up guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Salty Slaggy, thanks for tuning in today. It's time for another Gotham Knights video. So buckle up because there's a lot to cover today, and all links to the videos will be found in the description below. IGN show off 400 years of Gotham City history, as well as free roam with Robin within the biggest Gotham City to date. W.B Montreal released the Redhood Character trailer, showing that Jason has Hadouken mystical bullets, as well as the mystical leap is still present, and that he can go Super Saiyan. And the rest of the trailer just consists of takedowns, and more takedowns. And the collector's edition on Amazon showcases a lot of leaked images regarding the game, which you can find yourself if you head over to Amazon right now. So kicking off with the 400 years of history of Gotham City and its evolution from the 1650s, from all 5 families, the Waynes, the Gothams, the Kanes, the Cobblepots, and the Elliots. I believe, personally myself, this was the best showcase they have done. I think to myself, why didn't you do this to begin with? This should have been your first video, and it would have sold everybody straight away, I think. After seeing this and seeing the map, I have a full understanding of what this game will be, and it will be Division in Gotham, which was my initial thoughts to begin with, but you are the Knights. And my opinion became more solidified when I saw the concept art for Mr. Freeze and the gang, and their equipment and design changes depending on their class. From base versions to champion versions, they'll be the same, they just won't look the same visually, and they'll be sporting different equipment depending on their faction type. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, the environments look great. They do. They look really good. So hats off to the environmental artists. And there is a little bit of jank of traversal with Robin. And even though it won't graphically come as close to titles such as what we've seen in the past with Arkham Knight and all the Arkham games, or games like Spider-Man, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, or even the brutality of The Last of Us Part 2. But you know what? I'm okay with that. And they've also described the city as it's layered. So like Chicago, it burned down. Instead of destroying it, they just built on top of it. And it's kind of the same concept here with the 5 families. So there'll be underground areas that could have hideouts in, or boss arenas maybe, different pathways and shortcuts to bring you out in different parts of Gotham. And I like that. The only thing that does concern me with how big it is, the copying and pasting going on within the city. We can use Division 2 as an example because their story missions were major landmarks within America. So they did the original landmarks, but they added their own flair to it. And I believe it's going to be the same case here with major Gotham landmarks, as well as crafted story missions, so that the flair of their design can come out in full. And as I stated in my previous video, Jeff Eleanor and Patrick Redding both came from Ubisoft Montreal. They worked on Blacklist and Conviction in the Splinter Cell series, and Jeff Eleanor was level designer, and I enjoyed both games as well. So the fact I enjoyed them just proves that they know what they're doing. I just enjoy having digs at Ubisoft in general, not their employees, because they are now the most hated company above EA, and rightfully so. I'm still not 100% sold on Robin's teleportation. Like, you get 7 seconds to teleport, but it's very slow on screen. I'm guessing that's because they're using a controller. I hope it's going to be a lot faster on PC. Personally, I'd probably lean more into using the bat cycle as well as the grapple. I don't think any of the other knights get the opportunity to glide. I think that's just Batgirl. And the fast travel will be shared across all the knights. You just got to unlock it. And like Jeff Eleanor says, it's
very big Gotham City.
Yes, it's big. It's the biggest Gotham City ever. I'm still not the biggest fan of this UI, but they're going for like a Spider-Man kind of vibe here. I'm sure it's just something I've got to get used to. But I love the mist and everything around the city. It looks great. It really does. A lot of people have said about, oh, it's not populated. Well, I'm not expecting Spider-Man in the day population. It's nighttime population, and maybe they're aware Batman is dead and they're staying indoors a lot. And we do actually see the tower that we saw from the 2020 gameplay that actually changes into the Mr. Freeze boss battle. So it is already in the game. So depending on how far you are within the storyline, the environments will change, and there'll be Easter eggs within the city as well. Now, when it comes to the Red Hood character trailer, it's nothing I haven't already seen, or you guys haven't already seen either. There are a few different suits in here, like this one where he's got horns, like he's a super fan of Daredevil, but his movesets seem identical to what we've already seen. We would rather see another gameplay sequence of Red Hood, maybe somebody else playing it differently. There have been suggestions that the player playing it was doing it on purpose to show certain aspects within the game. I'm not too sure on that one. I would rather see Red Hood doing something within the game. But overall, I've been impressed. I've been impressed by this segment. I really have. It's kind of put me in a better mind frame when it comes to purchasing this game. But what about you guys? Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts and everything. I'd love to hear your feedback. We also see that they're blurring something out at the top of the screen. We don't know what that is. That could be villains, could be factions. I think what they should have done is either showed us halfway through the story or a bit further in the skill trees so that we can actually see that combat completely unfold. Or even a fully upgraded knight. Let's see them go to town, intertwined with using their gadgets in the process as well. And I sincerely hope there are more enemies than 5. Or 6 or 7. I want about 10 to 15. You listening? Jeff, Patrick, 10 or 15 enemies. Let's go. I also forgot to mention that Arkham Asylum is in the game as well, and you will be able to or I guess we'll be able to visit it. I don't know whether we'll be able to go in it. Maybe there's a story mission with it, because we know Blackgate Prison's there as well. And at the moment, we're halfway through August, so I'll pass it over to you guys. What do you want to see within the next couple of weeks leading up to September with this month of IGN covering Gotham Knights? Personally, myself, I'd like to see a full equipped Gotham Knight kicking some butt. You've sold me on the world, you've sold me on the graphics, they're passable. But the combat, I want to see more of it. I don't know why, I just need more. Because right now it hasn't completely sold me because you've showed me the tutorial, which is the basic stuff. I want to see a fully equipped one go to town. And that basically wraps up everything I know about Gotham Knights right now. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please support it with a like because it helps out me and helps out the channel. And I wouldn't ask you otherwise. Subscribe for more upcoming games. You'll find other games on my channel if you want to check those out. You'll find social links down below if you want to support me in that space. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below. And as always, have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.